For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsas and family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we have another MUT journey update. Now in this video we're going to be opening up my Weekend League rewards, talking about how I was able to win 19 games of Weekend League, and then we're going to go over some of my recent team upgrades and my future plans for this MUT team. I try to do these episodes every month to keep you guys updated on my MUT journey, and if you guys do enjoy this style of content on the channel, be sure to leave a like down below and hit that sub button if you guys are new around here. And without further ado, let's hop into the video.
Great success!
So let's start this off by going over Weekend League. As you guys can see, I was able to get up to 19 wins. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough for top 100. At a certain point in the weekend with 19 wins, I was actually sitting at 84th in the world, but I ended up dropping out of top 100 because you did need 20 wins to end up getting there, so not ideal. But I want to talk about how I was able to win these games of Weekend League and give you guys some tips to win Weekend League games, because as you guys can see, we're just going to be printing free coins in the background of this video. Even just getting up to 18 wins in Weekend League is going to give you crazy good rewards, just tons of free coins. We should be getting about 400k absolutely free in the video, and a couple of tips I want to give you guys when it comes to doing better in Weekend League. The first thing I want to talk about is reducing turnovers. Whoever wins the turnover battle in NFL games as well as Madden games is usually going to win. It's even more important in Madden games because the games are even shorter, so if you turn the ball over or if you get a turnover on your opponent, it's going to be a lot harder to recover. So it's important that you guys are safe with the ball on offense. You don't want to take any crazy risks. There's not really that many fumbles that happen in this game, so you don't have to be too worried about that. But when it comes to offense, if you do like to pass the ball like I do, be sure to make good reads, know the player's open before you throw it, and don't throw any risky passes. There's really no reason to do so. And then on defense, I'm really trying to create turnovers, so I like to play a lot of man coverage, and I'm going to be really aggressive with my user, trying to switch between routes, remember the route combos that my opponent did earlier, and maybe I'll pretend to cover one route and go to the other one. So it's important to be pretty aggressive with your user, I would say, in this year's game, because it is decently challenging to get stops. So that's a couple of tips when it comes to turnovers. I feel like that is really important in Weekend League. And also I want to talk about competitive trophies really quickly right here, because I do have a few of them. The best pack to open up with your trophies is this red zone pack. I've done the math earlier in the year, and this is going to give you the most amount of coins per trophy. It's better than the touchdown pack. It is better than any other pack in here, and you guys are going to want to take the quick sell. As you will see, we're probably going to make about another 100k off of this pack with trophies that we've got. So if you guys do have leftover trophies, this is the pack you want to open up. Now, another important thing when it comes to Weekend League is going to be clock management. It's very important to manage the clock well, and this kind of is going to go along with the turnovers thing. You want to be in control of how many possessions your opponent's going to get and how many you're going to get in a game. So it's important, if you got the lead in the fourth quarter or even in the third quarter, to run the clock out slowly and make sure that your opponent isn't going to get that many possessions in a game. And if you're in a situation where you need to score quickly, you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. So managing the clock is a really important aspect of Madden. I honestly feel like us Madden players are low-key better than some NFL coaches at it, because I'll watch some NFL games and I'm like, what are these coaches doing? But yeah, make sure you guys have pretty good clock management. As you guys can see, we've gone from about 1.4 milli up to like 1.8 million right here, just off of Weekend League rewards. This is all absolutely free coins, so ensure you guys are playing Weekend League. If you're a lower overall team and you struggle a little bit more, try and get up to 10 wins in Weekend League. That's going to give you a free 100k. So now let's get into my team, boys. I want to talk about some of the upgrades that I've made, go over some upgrades you should be making on your team, and talk about the future of my squad. So let's start this off on offense, and the three main upgrades we got are Brandon Sheriff, Quentin Nelson, and Darren Waller. Now, the reason why I made these three upgrades is because the fact that Team of the Year cards went down in price so much. Ever since EA released those new packs into the game, which just absolutely crashed the trading market, Team of the Year has gone down with them. You can get Team of the Year players using training, so the Team of the Year market is kind of mimicked by the training market, which means it's a really good opportunity to buy Team of the Year cards right now. If there's any cards on offense you want, some of the offensive linemen, Darren Waller, Stephon Diggs, now is a good time to get these players. I would say all you guys should look to pick up Waller. He's an absolute animal, and if you've got a higher overall team and you're looking to build kind of a good value O-line, all the Team of the Year players are good value offensive linemen. Literally every single position is going to have a good card. So if you're looking for any upgrades on the O-line, the Team of the Year cards are probably where it's at. Now for the rest of the team, we have Rich Gannon at QB still. Rich boy Rich, if you guys are looking for an upgrade at QB, I feel like Rich Gannon is probably the way to go. He's not that expensive because of the fact that Legends went down in price, and he's going to give you Hot Route Master and Gunslinger, which is just so crucial. Some of the other QBs that got Hot Route Master and Gunslinger are really expensive, like Deshaun Watson. We're not paying $2 million for a QB when we can get Rich Gannon for like 150k. So I would definitely look to pick up this Rich Gannon card. He's a really good player. The rest of the offense is solid. I still like Alvin Kamara at running back. He's definitely still a top end back in the game, and for some reason he just plays really well. Like for some reason people can't tackle him. I don't know why. It's just like the NFL. They slide off his legs and he's able to keep on running. It's kind of crazy. At wide receiver, I'm certainly looking to make some upgrades here in the near future. I want to see what new receivers come out in the game, but I feel like I could use some more speed at receiver. I know that sounds crazy because I've got some of the highest speed cards in the game, but I feel like corners are starting to catch up. There's some really fast corners in the game right now, so I would definitely like to upgrade at receiver. Eugene is good for me. DK Metcalf is good. Maybe we get a new wide receiver 3 or a new wide receiver 1, and then we bump Eugene down to wide receiver 3. He hasn't been making a ton of plays for me recently. I know Eugene is a GOAT, but he hasn't been catching the ball for some reason. I would say when it comes to suggestions, Team of the Year players are a must on offense. They're really good value. Rich Gannon is going to be solid as well. And then for me, I'm personally looking to upgrade at the wide receiver spot. So let's move on to defense and go over some upgrades, go over who I think you should be getting, and then talk about the future of my squad. So on defense right here, the only real upgrade that I did make is I picked up Jamal Sanders. We're actually going to be getting Bob Sanders' 96 overall card absolutely free in a No Money Spent episode soon from EA Make Right, so I'll go over that later. But we did pick up Jamal. We'll have Bob Sanders soon, so a couple of new safeties. I feel like that was a must. I was getting sick and tired of seeing Taylor Mays out there and Jamal Adams' lower overall card. We still have my father, Eddie Jackson, at free safety. Really good card, still has some nice stats. At cornerback, I really like Dion and Marcus Peters. Those two cards play crazy good. I'm thinking of picking up the new Jair and replacing Denzel with him, because for some reason, this Denzel card isn't insane. Like, he plays well, but he's not crazy good. And then Marcus Peters just plays out of his mind. If there's one corner I can suggest on this whole team, it's Marcus Peters. He is an absolute goon. So if you're looking for a new corner, he is actually someone to go with. I feel like I probably should look to upgrade on the D-line as well. I'm thinking of picking up Leroy Selman. I have a lot of subscribers that have been commenting me that and telling me to pick him up and play him at defensive tackle. Now, I do think it's pretty smart if you guys are looking for an inside stuff player to pick up someone with the run stuffer archetype, either at DT or at end. And we might actually pick up Leroy because he is going to be a run stuffer and he's going to get inside stuff for only 2 AP. But I'm certainly looking for upgrades. I'm probably going to save Aaron Donald because he's going to get a card sooner or later. I mean, we know he's going to be getting that Defensive Player of the Year card, so maybe when that card gets Redux, I'll look to pick him up. But at right end, we could certainly make some upgrades. Marcus Davenport is alright. I personally don't really play with that many ends on the field, and they're not really that important in my scheme, but they do still get some important snaps sometimes, so we definitely could look to upgrade there at right end. Lawrence Taylor, right outside linebacker, is an absolute goon. Devin White is good for me as well, and that's really how the defense is looking. I do like the way this is constructed. I've really placed a premium on getting people that can cover in the cornerback group. So Dion, Marcus Peters, and Denzel are all really important to me. I might actually pick up the Jair just because of how important corners are in my scheme. And then at the safety position, I could look to pick up a new free safety instead of Ronnie Lott. Eddie Jackson is staying on the team all year. You guys better believe it. Strong safety's looking really good right now. We have Jamal. We'll have the new Bob Sanders, but we could look to upgrade Ronnie Lott. That's certainly something I could do in the future. Maybe Ronnie Lott gets a card. You never know, and we'll just get him and add him to the power up. And I think I could also upgrade on the D line. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to go over in today's video. Kind of just a team update. We opened up some weekend league packs. We talked about how you guys can do better in weekend league, went over my offense and defense, some adjustments that I want to make to it, some players that I like that you can pick up. And yeah, that's really gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I am a really big fan of doing these team strategy or team update videos every month, so if you guys do enjoy, leave a like down below, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.
So,